Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how I achieved this makeup look right here. This look screams summer vibes to me, bitch. Like hot ass summer, because I'm fucking tired of this cold ass winter that we've been having here in Texas. It's been like negative 20 degrees. Not really, it's been like 25 degrees, but still. I can't fuck with the winter. I hate the fucking cold ass weather. I hate the raining. I hate the cloudy. Like, give me the sun. In this look, I pretty much turned myself into the sun. But yeah. Moving on because I'm being cold. But pretty much in this video I'm gonna show you how I achieved this look right here. When I do makeup tutorials, I try and stick with one palette, but the palette that I was using at the moment wasn't quite working for me with some certain shades. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to achieve this look. I'm going to be using the James Charles palette, a couple shades from this palette, and then I did use a couple shades from this palette. So pretty much I use these palettes, but you can do this look with any kind of shades that you have. This is kind of just giving you an outline. You can totally switch up the colors, kind of keep the technique the same. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Give it a big thumbs up. If you are not already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and while you're doing that, hit the notification bell. That will notify you every time I do upload and look. I've actually been posting, so me seeing you like my videos kind of motivates me to keep posting. So if you do like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my other 2 videos. I dropped 2 vlogs this last week. But yeah, so if you guys would like to watch those, I'll leave the links to those videos in the description box down below. All the products that I use in this video, the description box as well. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see next, make sure to drop it in the comment section. Just go ahead and just shut the fuck up and let's jump right into the video. See you later. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start off and doing our eyebrows. I'm just kind of laying my edges and whatnot. But right now I have really been obsessed using the Morphe brow pencil. If you guys haven't tried it out, I definitely recommend for you to give it a try. I'm using it in the color Java. If you would like an updated eyebrow routine, let me know. I've been getting a couple requests for that, so if that would if you would want to see that, let your girl know. Just blend out that concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes just with another concealer. This is the ColourPop concealer, one of my faves. I ran out of my Sharp tape, so I'm gonna have to go buy that. But I'm gonna take this orange shade from the James Charles palette, and honestly these colors are a little hard to work with. You really gotta pat it, but I'm basically kind of patting it all around my eye in little kind of a circular motion, like, if that makes sense. You really gotta pat, don't windshield wiper motion these types of shadows, because it is a little hard to blend out. So right here I'm taking that orange shade and I'm basically trying to clean up the edges. I actually kind of messed up when I was doing this, and I didn't leave enough space for the yellow really, so I really had to work in that yellow, buff it in. You know, when you work with colors like these, it's a little hard because it's like they're very pigmented, and if you mess up it's kind of noticeable, but just really work with it and you'll get where you want to get. Right here I'm packing on more of the orange, kind of intensifying that, because when I add the yellow it kind of fades. So I'm pretty much gonna do that. I'm going to take a little bit of the same ColourPop concealer but in a lighter shade, and I'm using kind of like a small synthetic lip type brush. This is a brush from Shop Miss A. This brush was $1, so it comes in clutch as fuck. But basically I'm going to use this concealer to cut my crease, and I'm kind of starting in the middle and kind of working my way around the edges. I kind of look at both of the eyes because I kind of want the shape of them to be the same, because you don't want them to look wonky as fuck. I've fucking been there. Just kind of make them as close as the same as you can. That's pretty much all I can say, and just pretty much keep watching. So right here I'm packing the orange shade on where the concealer hits it, and I'm just basically kind of blending that out. Really blend it gently. And then here I'm taking the gold shade from the Life's a Drag palette, because I tried using the one from the other palette and it wasn't working for me. So here I'm just packing this on with the Morphe brush, and I'm going back in with the orange and just blending the edges. This is going to create the halo type effect that we're going for, and just kind of keep blending, add more gold, add more orange. You know, when you do colors and looks like these, blending is like never ending, so just keep blending and you'll get where you want to get, bitch. So I'm going to go ahead and bust out the wing liner because we haven't done that in a hot ass minute, but I just noticed that I needed to blend it something, so that's what I did there. But I'm using the NYX Matte Black Liquid Liner. This is one of my holy grail liquid liners, like one of my favorites. If you haven't tried this one out, let me find out, because y'all definitely need to try it out. It's affordable bitch, learn how to talk, whatever. But I'm pretty much gonna do a wing liner, and you know, this is optional, but I decided to do that for this look. So for the gold cut crease, I'm taking a NYX glitter liner in gold, and I'm basically just putting that on the top of the halo. This is just kind of giving it that extra pop. I'm gonna bust out the Love Co lashes. This is in the style Glam as Fuck. They're super, you know, just extra, just like the definition of extra. So definitely recommend for you guys to try them out. I actually really like them. They're comfortable, they're like bold, but they're not heavy, so check them out. I'm basically taking a makeup wipe and just cleaning up all of the fallout, because bitch, there's no way that you cannot not get fallout. I'm taking this no pore primer. This is by the brand Soul or something like that. I got it in my Boxy charm, and I actually really like it. So if you aren't subscribed to Boxy charm, so here I'm taking this MAC foundation, and I'm basically going to dab that all over my face, and I'm going to blend it out with the BH Cosmetics blending brush. I got this brush set from Burlington, so you know, check out Burlington for the BH or whatever. But I'm pretty much gonna blend that all over my face. I like to use a brush first and then maybe blend it out with the sponge, just because I feel like that gives me better coverage. I'm using a smaller brush. This is a Morphe brush, and I'm basically using this to kind of clean up, get in the edges where I don't want anything, you know, to fuck up. I'm taking the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I'm basically gonna use that to conceal and highlight my under eye, and I'm going to blend that out with a damp Morphe sponge. So if you haven't tried this sponge out, it's bomb. Try it out now. Set my under eye, I'm going to take the RCMA No Color powder. This is one of my holy grail powders. If you guys recommend any powders to me, let me know, because I like to venture out and try different motherfucking powders. Here I'm taking the NYX concealer in a darker shade, but I put it on the back of my hand and just warmed it up, and then I put it on my skin. I feel like that makes it a little bit easier to blend out. I also sprayed my Real Techniques brush with a little bit of setting spray, and then that kind of makes it a little bit easier to blend. So try these tips out when you're doing cream, you know, contouring, because sometimes it could be a little difficult or whatever. But I'm basically going to take my Benefit Hoola bronzer and the Pretty Vulgar, I believe, bronzer. I got that shit in my Boxy charm last month, so you know, hit up motherfucking Boxy charm. I'll have a link in my description box where y'all can get a little discount or whatever. So anyways, back to the video. I'm basically gonna carve out my contour with the same RCMA powder and the flat-ended side of the Morphe sponge, and I'm gonna blend everything out. I'm kind of going back in and blending out where my contour was, so it's not super harsh. I'm gonna use the Anastasia blush and just give me a little rosiness or whatever. I'm gonna spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and then I'm gonna highlight my skin with the Anastasia X Amrezy highlight. This is one of my favorite highlights, you guys. Like, if you don't have this, get it when it comes out again, because it is a must, bitch. So next I'm going to take the Rimmel Nude Liner. I'm going to use this to line my waterline, and this is basically going to make my eyes look a little bit more bigger. Next I'm going to take the orange shade that we originally used on the upper eye. I'm taking a BH Cosmetics kind of blending, you know, little small brush or whatever, just using that really close to the lash line. The next color that I'm going to take, this is going to be a yellow shade, and I actually used the yellow shade from the Life's a Drag palette. When I first started using the yellow shade, it was the one from the James Charles palette, but it wasn't working for me. That goes for the upper eye as well. I completely forgot to mention that earlier. So don't forget to put a little bit of mascara on. You know, you can't walk out your house without mascara, because mascara is the business. I'm gonna just give y'all a little view of the look so far. You know, we looking saucy or whatever, but I'm gonna take the Morphe lip liner in the color Honey Bun, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll let you know in the description box down below. I'm gonna use this to line my lips and color it all in, and this is like a really nude brown kind of shade. I didn't want to do like a bold pink or anything bright at all, because you know, you don't want to take away from the eye look. So I'm using the color Caramello from Stila on top. That's a liquid lip, and then I'm using a shade from Dose of Colors. So I don't remember the name of the gloss, but I'll leave it in the description box down below. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of blend and add a little bit of color wherever I feel like it needs it. Like I felt like the yellow was a little faded. I'm gonna set my entire face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. That pretty much completes the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
She got my friend all over. Yeah, dope dealing wizard. Yeah, car changing color like chameleon. Lizard. Yeah, fly by the village. Yeah, drug dealers, killers. Yeah, sharks and gorillas. Yeah.
I'm feeling this look. Like I'm telling y'all, my alter ego comes out because I'm a basic bitch. And when I do these types of look, I'm just like, I'm here to fucking slay. Hey! Like, I don't know how to act. Let me just shut this camera off.